If you want some more footy content, make sure you check out Room442.com. We're now joined by Michael Singh. It's a brand new segment. I'm excited about this one. It's a new segment called Red Card, Yellow Card, Play On. It's your baby. Make sense of it, please, to the masses.
For sure. And the way it works is I'm going to say a statement. And I'm going to toss it to one of these guys. They'll all answer it, but I'll toss it to one of them first. And if they agree with it, they're simply going to say play on. They see no infringement. If they somewhat agree with it, they're going to caution what I'm saying. So they'll hand out a yellow card. And if they think it's just absurd, they'll show me a straight red. So pretty straightforward, not too complicated. We'll see. You guys will catch on.
Throwing out reds
I'm a bit confused already for the answer yet, but we'll give it a whirl. So take it away, Mikey.
All right. So I'm going to start off by saying, this one's for James.
Oi.
Liverpool should not have spent 100 million euros on Darwin Nunez. James, I'm going to start with you.
Oh.
It's obscene. Let's give the guy a chance, can we? All right. It takes a while to, figure out certain leagues. He's shown enough, gets in positions right now, not scoring many goals. The old headbutt and the red card didn't help him, of course. I think I've seen enough from him so far. There's big talent there. Last year at Benfica is fantastic. So that's nonsense. He'll be just fine, all right? Just because Haaland's scoring all these goals for 58 million, right, with that ridiculous buyout clause, doesn't mean we should be hammering Darwin Nunez.
So worth the money.
100%. 100%.
All right, Albert, what do you think?
I think 100 million now is, 50 million. You know what I mean? It's not really that much money. I never really cared about how much teams paid for a player. It doesn't matter. If they think the player is worth that much money, so be it. It's not on the player. Is he a good player? Absolutely. Can he be the striker Liverpool need? I think so.
You can use a card or
not? I did not need to use. I was just backing up James. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a red too.
Wow, Sarah, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a straight three.
Oh, reds all around.
Interesting.
Yeah, picked this up. Yeah, I agree. I think we have to look at the money differently nowadays because it's so common for players to be so expensive. But James is right. I think it hasn't been enough time. He's still played really well when he has played. And I think it takes some time to adjust to a new team. And he's so young and so athletic. I think we will see the best of it. Like, the best of him is yet to come still.
And he's so
there
good.
You have it.
He's good.
There you have it. All right. So 3 straight reds. I don't know if that's a good start or a bad start. I don't really know how to keep score, but let's move on. This one's for my guy, Alberto.
Oi!
Harry Kane will play out the rest of his career with the Tottenham Hotspur.
Wow.
That's a great one.
Yellow. Man, that's a tough one. As a Spurs fan, I hope so. But for some reason, I don't think so. I mean, we keep hearing these rumors about certain teams wanting. The Man City thing didn't go through. But now Bayern Munich are coming around knocking. And when these types of clubs start asking around, and as a player, Harry Kane, you kind of know what it means. If you go to those clubs, you are going to win trophies. You're not guaranteed trophies at Spurs, unfortunately. Maybe they might get one now under Conte, but yeah, I don't know. That's a good one.
Sarah, what do you think?
I think I'm going to go for red here. I don't think he's going to. I think he's just kind of going off what Albert said. I think there are bigger clubs. He is a player of a certain caliber. And also depending on how well he does in this World Cup, if he has a great performance, people are going to be coming after him, like the likes of City, Bayern, Real, whomever. Barca probably knowing us. But no, he's a great player, and I think he has a lot more to still give to the sport.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a yellow on this one, I think. So a yellow card, all right? A yellow card. Where's the camera? There. Simply because I think he was promised something. When he didn't go to Man City last year, I think Dan Levy told him, listen, just stick with us a bit longer. We can get you trophies. And I think if Spurs can get him trophies...
hey, man.
That doesn't happen too often. But if they can, if they're good enough to win a cup,
right?
If they can get trophies, I think there's a chance he will stay and become that lifelong Spurs player. But if they don't, there will be, like you said, those other clubs knocking on the door. He's not getting any younger right now. He's in his prime. He's got to make a move next year or so, I think, if he's going to make that move. So I think this year's enormous for Spurs, for Harry Kane. So I think there's a chance he could go the end of this year or the end of next season. But I'd love to see him stay because he is a Spurs player.
Yeah, and he cares so much about the Premier League. He really wants to break Shearer's record. So that doesn't necessarily mean he'll stay at Spurs, but he can go, maybe Chelsea, maybe Manchester United is in his future. So, yeah, yellow card.
Yeah, it's one definitely to keep
I
an
hope
eye
so,
on.
though. Please, Harry, you're watching.
All right, so I've done James, I've done Albert. This one's for you, Sarah Pereira.
Just reaching for the red.
Xavi will be sacked by Barcelona before the end of the season.
Mikey, that's a good one, bud.
Are you surprised?
You stumped the Schwab here. Look at this.
Okay, I'm going to say red, and simply because of who Xavi is to Barcelona and the legend that he is for this club. I don't know if he's going to finish out his coaching career, but I think they are going to present it to the public as some sort of amicable agreement. I don't think sacking Xavi would be an intention the club wants to do and present it to the public like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know right now if what his tactics are working with the club. I don't think they are right now. Will that change? Maybe. I think they're going to give him a bit more time, but if it stays like this, I can't see him finishing out at Barcelona, but I don't think they're going to fire him because he is Xavi and he has done so much for the club. They're going to, do something behind closed doors and then say, we've come to an agreement. We're parting with it. Exactly.
Just the way they, especially with the way they handled Messi. James, what do you think?
Yeah, play on this one. I think he's going to be around for a little bit longer. I think he is... there's club legends, right? And then there's Xavi, right? He is just beloved by that fan base. This has been a tough PR few months, years now for Barcelona. They've got to stick with what they went for. He did a good job last year. They're still, in contention for winning La Liga this year. They're in first place until El Clasico. Champions League's different, okay? Don't worry about that. What they've gone through off the field, it's been a complete financial turmoil. He's been that steady hand, I think, so far. You've got to stick with him right now. He's shown enough for me to be there.
So it's been 3 turns so far, and James has already got the game wrong.
It was a red, wasn't it? All right.
Yeah.
Alberto.
The statement was that he will be sacked by the end of the season.
He will be sacked by the end of the season.
Okay, that's a play on.
That's why I was a little bit confused.
Yeah, play on.
I
think he will be.
Let's give Mikey a red card.
Yeah, let's give Mikey a red card for this game. No, I think he will be sacked. We've mentioned this, we've talked about this before, but you're out of the Champions League. Just based on what I've seen so far and how Barcelona are playing, they're losing that El Clasico, which was a massive game. A lot of season left. Remember, we're still in October, but because Barca's built to win now, and there's still so much of a work in progress, I think it might be the right time to bring someone else in to fix this or help this project anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, I'm gonna skip one ahead because I wanted to get to this one and something to do with me, maybe the shirt that I'm wearing right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Lorenzo Insigne will request a transfer before his contract expires in 2026. James, why don't we start with you?
Whoa, that is a tricky one. He's just arrived. He's saying all the right things at the end of the season. It's all about the project and next year. He's making around 14 million a year, right? Which is more than double the next highest paid player in MLS, Xherdan Shaqiri. He's sticking around. He's not going anywhere. Now, he's a terrible personal issues the last few months, with being well documented, really sad. I wouldn't have blamed the guy if he said, listen, I've got to go back home now. I wouldn't have blamed him at all. But he's sticking around. He's going to be here for the duration of his contract. I think he can't turn down that kind of money. He'd never get close to that going back to the Serie A. So is that red card or
it's a red card?
That's a red card.
Oh, see, I did the wrong thing too. I went play on, but I was gonna.
We'll get this eventually. It's the first show, but yeah.
You giving a red too?
We'll just do that. Yeah, everything you said I completely agree with, but I also think we have to remember he left Napoli. This was his club, and if he was going to leave, there's no way he would leave that club without making the right decision that he was sure of. So he has to stay.
Well, red card. He's not. There's been no indication that this is going to happen. He's going to stay for the duration. I think he ends up becoming a Toronto FC legend, and he rides out the rest of his career. Who knows where?
That's great. Crescito, however, different topic entirely, which we'll talk about in the coming weeks. That was fun. Thanks, Mikey. We'll do this again.
Miguel.
You're welcome back.
We'll get better. We'll get better.
Yeah, we'll figure it out eventually. All right, we're out of time. We're back, though, on Thursday for Roma 442. Cheers for watching.